know everybody keep talking about the Max Crosby trade, but I got a little spin for that one too. But what y'all think about Carl Granderson? How y'all feel about him? Yeah, I mean, he got 4.5 sacks this season, right? He got 4.5 sacks this season. 21 solo tackles, right? So,
you know what I do? No, you know how I do. I just do me. I just do me. I be getting that money. They know me for moving that tree.
I said, what's up, world and TY's family? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Ty. TY, the Lone Star Chef, whatever you want to call me, whatever it is, you already know what I'm here to do, man. I'm here to talk my... Yeah, I know I took a little hiatus. I ain't been talking since Matt Eber bust and had us out there looking all suspect. But I will say, and I know this is long overdue, right? The game was on Sunday, about Wednesday, Thursday. I'm ready to talk about Thursday's game. I mean, I missed all last week. But we are going to talk about Thursday game between the Chargers and the Vikings. Although I know, just like me, I'm pretty sure a lot of you picked the Chargers to win that one. You drop that down in the comments. Let me know who y'all think going to take that one over. Drop that down in the comments. Y'all think it's going to be the Chargers. And I'm going to give my reasons why. But we're also, since we are Cowboys fans, that sounded a little dry. I said, since we are Cowboys fans, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Since we are Cowboys fans, we're going to talk about potential trades who Jerry should go for to help our team look better. Now, I will say, they came out looking a lot better against the Washington Commanders. But the thing about those division games that are tricky, you can look good against your division and look horrible against everybody else. So, we can't get hyped yet. We can't get hyped just yet, Cowboys. We can't get hyped just yet. The offense, they didn't look good every week. Even, I think the only week they didn't look good, for real, was the Eagles game. And even the Bears game that we lost, they didn't look that bad. They just, I don't know, they just couldn't get their rhythm going. But the defense could have got some stops. But they didn't, right? But we're going to talk about potential trades, man. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about these trades. And also let me know who y'all think we should trade for down in the comments. Let's have that conversation. And if you didn't, hit that subscribe button for your boys in the channel. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? I think they got a new thing. It's called hype. Hype is going up. Let's get some traction over here. You know what I mean? Without y'all, there is no what. You know what I mean? Get your boy out there to Cowboys Nation. Let Cowboys Nation know who your boy is. Reporting live and direct. Philadelphia. I'm in Philadelphia and I'm a Cowboys fan. I walk around with this on, my hoodies on, all this. Got the license plate on the car and all that. You know how much hate I get? And but you know when we come across a Cowboys fan, you know, depending on what you got on this, man, that's a nice hat. Man, I like that shirt. Where you get that hoodie from? Yeah, I'm saying, so you know when you come across a Cowboys fan in Philadelphia, that's what you're going to get. That's how the conversation going to start right there. Or they might just be like,
how about them Cowboys?
yeah, man, not to hijack the Eagles song, I'd be like, Cowboys ride for a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Ride, Cowboys ride on your HORSE. Ride fast, ride slow, just get as fast as go. Ride, Cowboys, ride. On your HORSE. COWBOYS. Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I done hijacked they song all crazy. But y'all drop down. Who y'all think we should trade for, right? I'm gonna start with that before we even get on to our pick. The boys come first. The boys come first. That's what I feel. The boys come first. Excuse my language. With no further ado, let me know what y'all think about Jerry hitting up the Saints and going to get Carl Brandon, defensive end. What y'all think about that? How y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? I mean, the Saints doing real bad right now. In fact, all the players that I've picked are on teams that's doing bad right now, right? And I know everybody keep talking about the Max Crosby trade, but I got a little spin for that one, too. What y'all think about Carl Grandis? How y'all feel about him? Yeah, I mean, he got 4.5 sacks this season, right? He got 4.5 sacks this season. 21 solo tackles, right? So, of course, no forced fumbles and no interceptions and nothing like that. Yeah, he ain't got none of that yet, but he got 4.5 sacks. That's what we need, a little bit of pressure on that quarterback, right? How y'all feel about Carl Grandis? Carl Grandis. Drop that down in the comments, man. How y'all feel about Carl? By the way, he got 30 total tackles, 21 solo. At least you know he getting to that ball carrier, and he putting pressure on that quarterback. Next up on the list, we going over to New York. Going over to New York. How y'all feel about Will McDonald? What's that? 4? Will McDonald the 4. All right. How y'all feel about him? Right. Now, he ain't got all the flashy numbers and everything. You know what I mean? He got 12 total tackles, 7 solos, and 2 sacks. Right. But I think he could be a solid player. I think he could be a solid defensive end for him. Maybe he can't, right? Maybe he can't. He's young, though. He is young. You got to give him that. He is young. I think this was like his second or third season, I believe. It's like his second or third season. Let me pull it up. I believe it's like his second or third season. Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, it's his third season. Right? His third season. And last year, he had 10.5 sacks. Rookie season, he had 3. Now, he got 2 right now. So his rookie season, he played 15 games. He didn't start any. And he got 3 sacks, right? The team combined 9 solo tackles, 5 assists. That's his rookie season. Then he got 28 combined, 18 solo, 10 assists. And then right now, he got 12 combined, 7 solo, 5 assists, 2 sacks. 24 QB hits last year. He got 5 so far this year. He had 5 in his rookie year in all the games that he played. So, with that being said, Will McDonald is trending north. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he's young. And then he's still on his rookie deal. He should be. Right? I think that's a good pick. Right? It shouldn't cost us that much. But, and we should be able to get one more year from him. And I don't know if I don't know if all rookies get an option, a 5th-year option or whatever. All in all, that might be a nice, valuable pickup, right? It might be a nice, valuable pickup for the low. So put down in the comments if you think we should get Will McDonald, right? Put down in the comments if you think we should get Will McDonald. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a nice little pickup. You know what I mean? I think. I don't know how you feel, but you let me know how you feel. Will McDonald, right? Next up on the list, we going down to MIA. Now, I thought Bradley Chubb was a defensive tackle, but no, not a defensive tackle. Bradley Chubb is a linebacker. I thought he was a linebacker. But he can play defensive end. Right now, Bradley got 4 sacks, 20 tackles. 13 solo. Right? How y'all feel about Bradley? Yeah, I mean, Miami not in good shape. Look like they about to start fixing for a rebuild. How y'all feel about Bradley? Bradley might be a nice pickup. See, everybody want to go for these splash names. Trey Henders, Max Crosby, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, like, let's simmer down a little bit. Let's go after, not the big name, but a reliable target. Somebody that can come in and help Clowney and Houston create a little bit of pressure. Yeah, I mean, what y'all feel about Bradley though? I think Bradley, will be a nice little pickup. You feel me? I think he'll be a nice little pickup. Even though he was injured last year, so he's coming right off of his injury. But prior to him getting injured, I mean, he ended the season with 11 sacks, right? Of course, those ACLs is a little bit tricky, but what y'all think, y'all? I think he might be a good little, you know what I'm saying? Nice little pickup. Nice little pickup, you know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feel down in the chat. You know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feel about Bradley Chubb. How y'all feel about Bradley Chubb? Now, this the last man on my list. Now, I was getting him mistaken. I was mistaking Bradley Chubb for him. But Jeffrey Simmons, right? Now, I know him. If I'm not mistaken, Jeffrey Simmons is a lineman, right? I mean, not a lineman, a defensive tackle. But I believe he can play defensive end as well, right? And he might create that, get that power that we might need. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Right now, he got 4.5 sacks, 21 solo tackles, right? 4.5 sacks, 21 solo tackles, right? You can't beat that. 30 combined. You can't beat that, right? That's something solid. That's what we need. Somebody that's creating that pressure. And man, 11 QB hits. 8 tackles for losses. Like, that's somebody that's creating some pressure. That's what we need. Tennessee, another team that's not looking good, right? These are all people that, like, they good names, they valuable names, but we might be able to get them and keep some first rounders. Is what I'm getting at, right? We might be able to get them and keep some first rounders, right? And if I could put it in any order, I would go get Carl Granderson, either Carl Granderson, and then Bradley Chubb, and then Jeffrey Simmons, and then I'll go after Will McDonald. But Will McDonald might be the smartest decision because he's young. He's young and he's still on that rookie deal. So he might be the smartest decision. But let me know how y'all feel down in the chat. What y'all think? What y'all think we should do? I think it's a good move to get some pressure on that defensive line. You know what I mean? Because we need it, man. Now we on to the Thursday night game. You know what I mean? Who ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? Who ready for some football? You know what I mean? Can't go wrong with football. Football season over, man. I feel a little bit lonely. You know what I mean? I don't watch too much. But I love me some football. You know what I mean? I love basketball too, but not like football. Football my sport. But let's get to this Thursday night game, man. So, as I said, I feel like, me personally, the Chargers is going to take this one away, right? I feel like the Chargers is going to take this one away. The Chargers are the team that's a little more well-rounded. Yeah, the Chargers is a team that's a little more well-rounded than the Vikings. The Vikings, they just, like, first of all, I was arguing with somebody about this online because they like, because it was about the Eagles, and they was like, I thought he was a glorified running back, and I'm all like, I mean, anybody can make passes like that with dudes running wide open, and they like, on the number one pass defense, and I'm telling them, I'm all like, look, especially at this point in the season, all that number one stuff don't mean nothing unless you doing it like consistently week in and week out, and it don't matter who you play. That means nothing. You don't understand the strength of their schedule, who they played, what types of teams that they play, what was these people doing. So of course, if everybody in the NFL done allow 700 passing yards, but you done allow 300, yeah, of course you're gonna be number one. But now let's add a little bit of context in it. So now if you playing people that all they doing is running the ball on you, and they not really passing the ball because the rush is working so well, then of course you're gonna have the number one pass defense. Yeah, I mean you the number one pass defense who didn't get battle tested yet. That's all that was. And the Eagles battle tested. Yeah, I mean, because if you really want to look at it, let me bring up Minnesota's schedule here. I'm like, yo, y'all dudes, man. And then it's like when you say stuff like this to them, you saying something far-fetched or you just talking nonsense. I know who they played, but I can't remember everybody right off the bat. First off, first game of the season, they played the Bears, right? And they won. The Bears wasn't playing like they're playing now, right? They was the Bears that everybody thought was just going to get their butts kicked all year, right? They wasn't playing like they playing now. They playing like they got it together a little bit, right? And it's the first game of the season. You can't take nothing away from the first game of the season, because we might have trained different from you. You might have started your players in preseason. All things come into play. I mean, there's a lot of variables that come into play on week one. So you can't go by week one. Even up to week like 5, you can't really go by it. Teams is figuring out their schemes. They got new coordinators. They got new this. They got new that. They figuring themselves out. You know what I mean? Now, if it's week 10 and then you still got the number one pass defense, all right, maybe you doing something right. But all in all, they played the Bears. Then they went and played the Falcons, where Bayon Robinson was cooking. But the Falcons ain't had to throw the ball like that. I don't even think they had 200 passing yards in that game. So they ain't have to throw the ball like that, right? Michael Penix Jr. ain't really have to toss that thing around yet. Bayon Robinson was cooking. You know what I'm saying? Then you go over to the Bengals. Going to the Bengals with no, not Joe Flacco. I don't even think they had Joe Flacco at that time. But you're going to the Bengals with no, that's crazy. How I forget they main quarterback? Dang, what is they Burrow. Right? You're going to play the Bengals with no Burrow, right? So at the end of the day, they was doing a little bit of nothing. Then you going to Aaron Rodgers, who dinking and dunking. And then they mixing it up with the run. They dinking and dunking, right? Then you going to Cleveland, playing Dylan Gabriel, who also dinking and dunking. And then going to rush. Doing a little rushing, right? And that's when you come and play the Eagles, who tested your pass defense. They stayed away from the rush. Or they did try to rush, but they passed the ball on. Right? And they showed that your defense was not the number one pass defense. So this is why you can't sit there and say, oh, they had the number one pass. Like, it don't matter. It's week 4, 5, 6, whatever week it is. Who cares about you being the number one pass defense? It's like my brother keeps saying the Eagles is they top of the standings. Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about no. He keep talking about okay, bro. Like, it ain't like it's week 14 and you top of the standings. Like, bro, we like 2 games behind y'all. Y'all got a nice little stretch. We got a nice little stretch that's about to come up too. But I feel like if Jerry gets some pieces that he need right now, while we on the weak part of our schedule, by the time we get to that top part of our schedule, Dak and them already showed they can play with the best of them. He went toe-to-toe with Green Bay. So he showed he could play with the best of them. All the defense needed to do was get just one stop in that game, and we would have won it. We would have won the game. So all he needed to do was get one stop. But if Jerry go out and get 1 or 2 pieces, like he kept saying this Micah Parson trade could bring, if he go out and get 1 or 2 people that can help us get a stop. That's all we need is somebody to help us get a stop. And that schedule don't look so crazy now because the way that offense is flying is that you got too many weapons. You got too many people you got to worry about. Pickens, Lamb, Turpin, Ferg, Williams. Like, you got too many people that you got to worry about. It's hard to game plan. You can't double Ceedee Lamb no more. And if you do, you leaving Pickens open for one-on-one, which he loves. So this is why I said it's too early to talk all this, right? But all in all, the Vikings got battle tested against the Eagles. They number 1 defense got battle tested, and it showed that they wasn't the number 1 defense, right? So yeah, they wasn't the number 1 defense at all anyway. But I don't know why people kept saying that. I guess they had the best pass. I don't know what they said, but I know they wasn't the top at all. Point blank period, no matter how you slice it, because there ain't no way that they go from the top and then drop the number 7 that fast just 1 week because of the Eagles. And they was number 2 in attempts, like, and they number 7 in yards. So I don't know where people was getting with that. But all in all. The Vikings, you don't know where their defense really stands. And they rush defense kind of stand in the middle of the pack. And their offense is kind of middle of the pack. So it's like, what are you really going to attack the Chargers with when the Chargers, they got a good passing defense. And I mean, they got a good passing defense and they got a good passing game, right? So if Hurts went out there and cooked you, Herbert gonna come out there and cook you. I think he's a better passer than Hurts is, and this is not me throwing shade because I'm a Cowboys fan, but I just think Herbert a better passer than Hurts is. I don't think Herbert is a better quarterback. I just think he's a better passer. But all in all, their run game is weak. Even if their run game wasn't weak, it's like the Vikings defense is not that good at the run, and it don't look like it's that good with the pass. So I think the Chargers is going to come out and take this one because I don't feel like the Vikings are good with anything on offense or defense. Like, not to say they bad, but they, you just middle of the pack. Middle of the pack don't cut it. When you're middle of the pack, it can go either way. So I feel like the Chargers are going to come out and they're going to take this one. And it's going to be up to Herbert. I think Herbert going to be the man to get it done. You know what I mean? But let me know how y'all feel down in the comments. And if you ain't hit that like button already, hit that like button. You ain't hit that subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? Drop that comment. How you feel? You feel like them trades are good trades for Dallas to go after? Do you feel like the Chargers is about to beat the Vikings? Do you think this is the claps of the Vikings? Do you think they about to go downhill? I hope so, because they got to go see my boys at some point this year. So, I hope they ain't riding high at that point. Yeah, I mean, we going to hunt some Vikings, Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, let me know what y'all feel down in the comments. And until next time, one of them videos pop up as well, man. Hit that video. Whatever video pop up, we're going to be talking sports. And, man, whatever video pop up, make sure you hit that video. Yeah, man. Help us build this community. We here for you. We doing this for you. Yeah, man. And until next time, I love y'all. Y'all be safe.
You know what I do? No, you know how I do. I just do me. I just do me. I be getting that money. They know me for moving that tree. I just do me. If you down with the team, it's like this. We gon' make sure you eat. I just do me. I just trap and get money. You broke, you got nothing on me. I just do me. I just stick to the script. Get money, that's me. I just do me, I be trapping all day, take account for that money, then breathe. I just do me, so I stay with my strap, cause I'm always running these streets.